Testing, testing. Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started at 1 West 123 Street, New York. We are led by the amazing commanding General Yohana today, Sir Isupk Houston, Galveston, Port Arthur, Beaumont, and Lufkin. Friday, Lashawan, Qadash class. You understand? We'll go over our language. We're going to start class off as we always do by going over the alphabet. Our class, repeat after me. Ah, ba, da, da, ah, wa, sa, 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 ya, ka, la, ma, da, sa, I, pu, tza, wa, ra, sh, and the. All right. Today is going to be a beginner's class. You know what I'm saying, which is a part of the beginner series that I started a few weeks ago. We're gonna go over seasons, common phrases, things that we could use on an everyday basis. Let me All right, so start the class off. What season are we currently in right now? Does anybody know? We are currently in spring. That is correct. So our first word of the day is spring. Right? Does anybody know what spring is in the Hebrew? It's Abayab. Okay. So spring in the Hebrew is Abayab. The letters we are using is A, Ba, right? So once again, the letters that we're using is A, Ba, and Ya. A, Ba, Ya. Remember to always use connectors into as guides into the proper enunciation. I mean, excuse me, to properly enunciate the word. Remember, the ditch means that they are connected, and the bridge means that they are by themselves. All right, moving on. If anybody knows the scriptures, you understand that spring is actually the true new year. You know what I'm saying? That's when the earth renews itself, unlike the Gregorian calendar that we so ignorantly follow in America. You understand? Spring is actually the first day of the year. Excuse me, first month of the year. You'll find this in book of Exodus, chapter 13, verse 4. You understand? This also signals time of Passover, you know what I'm saying, which is the month of Abib. Real quick, the scripture says, "This day came ye out in the month of Abib." Where did we come from? We came out of Egypt in the month of Abib. That's why we celebrate Passover around the time of April. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the time, the month of Abib, or Abiyab in the Hebrew. You understand? So I'm gonna give y'all a moment to write that down. Put that in your note. We're gonna move on to the next. Uh, does anybody know what comes after spring? Summer. That is correct. All right. Summer in the Hebrew is Wayataza. Right? All right. So once again, summer in the Hebrew is Wayataza. Don't forget your connectors. Wayataza. What? That that is to be used. Wayataza. Right. So real quick, what is synonymous with summer? Heat is correct. So how do you say heat in Hebrew? So hot in Hebrew is chamon. Hot in Hebrew is chamon. All right, and hot in Hebrew, excuse me, heat is chum. Excuse me, that's cha'am. Right? So we have a word which is summer, which is huh? Yatazah, correct? And hot, which is sha'amam. And heat, which is sha'am, correct? So the letters that we use here is simple, all right? So these are the only letters that we use for both of these words, cha and ma. Remember, ma in the Assyrian has two different variants, one with a closed cap and one with an open one. You understand? The one that is closed, that's the one that goes at the end of a word. The one that is open goes everywhere but. You understand? So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and step aside, let y'all screenshot this or take notes. Move on to our next season. See if we have anybody checking in. Shalom. Shout out to Princess Nazam. You understand? Your house, Shemana Thaba, Shemana, shout out to you, sis. All right. 5 more seconds, and we're going to move on. All right. So far, we have spring, which is Abayab. That is correct. Good. And summer, which is, we got hot, which is, and we have heat, which is, um, excellent. 5. So my next class, I will be calling people up. This class, let y'all sit back, take notes this time. Pretty straightforward. All right, so we have spring, summer. What comes next? Fall. I don't have that in my notes, so I'm gonna go into this for time's sake. All right, so our next one is winter. Winter in Hebrew is summer. All right, so we have a word which is southward. All right, where do the connectors go? Correct. Good job. All right. So what is synonymous with winter? Cold, of course. You know what I'm saying? What's that? Huh? Cold. Cold. Yeah, the cold. You know what I'm saying? It get cold outside. You know what I'm saying? There might be ice on the road. You know, it's a whole bunch of things that comes with the winter time. You understand? Texas, it might be hot. You know what I mean? But in most cases, it's cold. So our word is cold. All right, cold in Hebrew is very simple. Very simple. Is war. All right. So for core, where do the connectors go? They are connected. See the way the conjugation is set up. You know what I'm saying? For it's not ra. You know what I'm saying? It's for. Right. So our next word is ice. Ice in Hebrew is barach. Understand our language is very simple, you know what I'm saying? It's really slang if you break it down to it. I'm pretty sure you can use code as a you can exchange that for barak. Now it's interchangeable because our language does come from me, it's just slang, you feel me? So a lot of words have more than one meaning. Moving on, right? So our word is ice, barak. What do the connectors go? Guessing. But that's correct. The last one. So you have wa and ra and cha giving you charak, not characha. It's charak. You know what I'm saying? So those connectors are just guiders into, pronunciating the word correctly. You feel me? That's why we have them. That's why we use them. You know what I'm saying? For our learning and understanding. All right. So the letters that we use in winter have sa, ba. Yeah, I'm tripping. Salakia. Made a mishap. Yeah. So that's southward. Okay. Before, right? Oh, yeah, missing one more. You understand? The reason why I'm writing it off to the side is so that we get more familiar with our alphabet. You understand? So back from the top, winners, Sawakia, Sa, Wa, excuse me, South, South, Salaki. Cold, which is for, and ice, which is for rock, for racha. All right, so Swati, we have Sa, Tha, and Wa. Saying Swati, Sathwa, Sa, Tha, Wa, and Kor and Korach. We use Kwa, Ra, and Cha. Understand? Remember, the Cha in the Syrian Hebrew looks a lot like the Tha. Right off to the side. They look very similar, except the Tha has a little mark right here. You understand that they're different. Of course, and the ancient paleo, it looks like a ladder. You understand? All right. Give y'all a couple more seconds to write everything down, and then we are going to end class. Once again, this was just a beginner's class, you understand? To get us more familiar with our alphabet and just seasons and whatnot. There's still more seasons to go over. You understand? I'm a bit chip for time right now. But Lord allow maybe next week, if not the next week, then the week after. You know, so I'll be back to continue this series. So make sure y'all have a notepad, a pen, and paper. And you know what I'm saying? We're gonna rock out like we always do. All right. And with that, I'm gonna give a courtesy salute to the brothers. Yahweh Shem Yahshua to the brothers. And to the sisters, Yahweh Shema Shalom.